I seem to end up doing one of these every few years. Even before I had a YouTube channel, I was having this rant. So it's nice to see that nothing has changed. And the rank hypocrisy which exists in this stupid climate change cult, and that's cult spelt with an L, not an end, it doesn't stop. So I shared a photo this morning of a Daily Mail headline. I know, bit random, but nevertheless it said, rank hypocrisy, where's your net zero? We send 470 delegates to a climate change conference. And somebody replied, Neil, it was. Thank you, Neil, for your moderation. But Tone, it says in this article that President Joe Biden's involved. Are you sure this is up to date? Turns out I shared it from the last conference, not this one. So I admitted my mistake and then thought, best do me research before I do this video. So I did me research, and you'll never guess what I found out. It's called COP30. It's happening in Brazil for 11 days. Count them with me, an 11-day conference. What the fuck are they going to talk about for 11 days? And we, the United Kingdom of Britain and Northern Ireland, are sending 470 delegates, exactly the same as last time. And we're flying them all out there. Obviously, if they went on a boat, it would take too long. So we're flying them out there. Of which, Starmer's going. Lammy's going. Why, I don't know why Lammy's going. Quite frankly, maybe he's there to carry 2 tiers luggage or something, because he serves no other purpose in life other than ticking a box. Emma Reynolds is going. Apparently she's the Minister for Climate Change. Who knew? And of course, no show would be complete without the man himself, Mr. Edward Millipede, who is out there as our net zero ambassador. So they and 354 government ministers and employees, 354 have gone out there to have a conversation with the rest of the world so that they can come back and tell us to stop flying everywhere and save the planet. Oh, 1 Point Willie's gone as well, which I found out from a quiz show the other day is Mike Tyndall's nickname for Prince William. 1 Point Willie, because he can't drink. So he will forever be known as 1 Point Willie from now on. He's gone as well. So you know he's took an entourage with him and all his private security and everything else. So the numbers are actually over 500, way over. And they're out there with, right, put a figure on how many people have gone to this conference, flown to this conference, because nobody's driving to the middle of the Amazonian rainforest. They're all being flown there. 50,000 people are going to Brazil for an 11-day piss up. I like Brazilian lager too. What was that called? Oh, it's in the shape. The bottle was in the shape of a woman. Oh, what was that stuff called? Oh, I can't remember now. I'll think about that. Oh, it's going to do me head in. 50,000 of them, all being flown there for an 11-day piss up. All expenses paid, of course, and you know, full 3-course meals, or 3-course bollocks, 3-course meal. No way they're having 3 courses. Full 8-course meals every night. Oh, using sustainable food, of course. Bollocks. It'll be all flown in from all over the world, and they're going to sit there and go, oh, the planet's dying. Tone, you need to stop going Benidorm for piss-ups, because we've looked at your NatWest bank account and we can see that your carbon allowances, you've used them all up, so you can't go anywhere now. You got to stay home, because we've got to save the planet. And they're doing this from a purpose-built resort in the middle of the Amazonian rainforest, which resulted in, to be built, fucking traffic lights rearing me. For them to be built, they knocked down 257 acres of vegetation, and they refused to put a figure on it, but to build the roads so that people can drive in and out. You know, we're not allowed to drive. We've got to get out our cars and get on public transport. But they needed to build the roads, not a railway, roads, so that all the 50,000 delegates can all go in and out on their chauffeur-driven cars and their limos and their blacked-out Range Rovers, which, of course, have all been shipped over as well at great expense and great environmental cost. And once they're all there, they will go through tens of thousands of Amazonian rainforest, which has been cut down so they can have a conference to tell the world to stop cutting down the Amazonian rainforest. And yet, on the mainstream media, total silence to this hypocrisy. Not, oi, millipede, you ever heard of Zoom? Why don't we just do it on Zoom? Good enough during COVID, wasn't it? Oh no, because you didn't do it in COVID either, did you? Because you're all busy having piss-ups in Downing Street. Well, the rest of us, not me, but the rest of you that followed the rules were sat at home suffering. I wasn't suffering. I had the best time ever. And still, there is no... Oh, this is a bit hypocritical, isn't it? I wonder if this is a good idea or not. Nope, they just carry on regardless, and they will come back completely unashamed and be on your telly in the next couple of weeks telling you that you need to save the planet. And they've they sacrificed themselves to fly 10,000 miles or whatever it is. It's a 10,000 mile round trip, I think I read, or 10,000 miles each way. Anyway, it's further than Benidorm, and they've flown over there and they've sacrificed themselves and spent 2 weeks in the Amazonian rainforest in a purpose-built resort, all expenses paid, with all their lackeys and all the lackeys from around the world. And they've sacrificed themselves for that so that they can save the planet, and they can tell us what we need to do to save the planet and how they are going to facilitate it so that we can all survive another 20 years. Fuck me backwards. And still, nobody's going, hang on a minute, mate, this doesn't make any sense. It cannot make sense to anyone. And I mean anyone. And anyone who jumps on this post and goes, I think you'll find, you are clearly paid up by the climate lobby and are working in some capacity and earning money from climate change, or a business that is involved in the process of climate change. That is the only way you could possibly say that this is a good idea, because you're making money out of it. Because I guarantee you, if I was being flown to Brazil, all expenses paid, for a piss up for 2 weeks, I'd be telling you it was a good idea too. I'd be telling you it was a banging idea and it was absolutely essential to saving the planet. Why wouldn't you? 2 week free piss up. Damn right I'm going to be there. I'd pretend I'd go out in a Hessian rug and just eat leaves and stuff and pretend I was all green and environmentally friendly, when the truth is I couldn't give two shits. But if someone's going to pay me a shitload of money to say it and fly me halfway around the world, I'll lie for England. Sadly, nobody is paying me, despite the fact that my detractors have told me that I am a government shill. I am being paid by, amongst others, the oil companies, the government, MI5, media companies, and my favourite one, Elon Musk. Because when I did the review of the Tesla, and I said, actually, if you've got to have a milk float, have one of these, because they are the best milk float. Still wouldn't have a milk float, and I explained why I wouldn't have a milk float. I said, but the Tesla is the best put together of the milk floats, with the exception of the Volvo XC40 Recharge, which they've stopped making and they've renamed the EXC40, I think. Anyway, I digress. I am paid by none of these people. The only money I make from this, and I'm brutally honest about it, I've never lied about it, is from the adverts that come on during these YouTube videos. That's literally how we all make money. It's just from the adverts. If those adverts happen to be for electric cars, the irony is not lost on me. But that's it. Nobody's paying me a penny to say these things. I just have to say them because otherwise I'll have another breakdown. And quite frankly, I don't want another one. I've had enough. And this is my way of dealing with it. By taking the piss out of it and having a rant about it in the car. And as one of my new floaters said yesterday, you're just a fat, sweaty man who shouts at his phone in a car. Yep, that's exactly what I am. Nothing more, nothing less. I am being paid by no lobbyists. I have no political interests. I am simply having fun. And I enjoy every minute of it. And then if you enjoy it, I get enjoyment from the fact that people enjoy listening to me talk shit. And that literally, that's the business model. There's nothing else. I've got nothing else. I don't need anything else because everything else, the material, writes it fucking self. We've got a climate conference halfway around the world in a rainforest that they had to knock down and cut down trees to tell us to stop using carbon. Literally. All I have to do is open up Twitter. I will never call it X. I think that's weird. Open up Twitter, quick scroll. Oh, that's happening today. Lovely. Quick bit of research, rant, post it online, wait for the abuse. And it's like Groundhog Day. It's continuous. So there you have it. The rank hypocrisy in the climate change movement has not got better. It has got significantly worse, to the point they now talk such utter shit that they have to go to a rainforest to do it. A rainforest. Just imagine. Get your head around that. A rainforest. It's absolutely batshit, as Katie, what's her name, would say. Batshit Britain. But it's not, it's batshit world. Because they're all in on it. Everyone. Every single country is in on it. Because they don't have a choice. Because we are being run by a global... I still need to do that thing on BlackRock. Right, this week I will do a video on BlackRock and try and explain how BlackRock owned the world, along with a company called Vanguard. It's a rabbit hole, and I'll give you a rabbit hole warning before we go for it, because once you go down the rabbit hole, there is no way back, and suddenly you can never ever watch any news program ever again before going 3 minutes in, well, that's bollocks. Or probably when they go, and now the BBC News at 10. Today, we did a video on Donald Trump and we made it all up. Actually, if the BBC did that, that'd be the first time they told the fucking truth in years. Now, that's another video that I've got to do as well. Must write that down. Trump video, BBC. So there you have it. Climate change is that essential. They have to knock down a rainforest to talk about it. What a load of old shit. Future my arse.